Hello everybody, today we're going to take a look at this Thomas& Betts double 9 watt weatherproof batten. Okay, now this is a batten that I scored off Gumtree. Okay, I actually scored two. I got a single one and a double one. Okay, so this is the double one. The single one I have there, I'll do a video of that next. Okay, but this is the double one. Okay, so both of these were brand new. They were never used. Okay, I scored them from someone up over in South Australia. Okay, now both of these when I got them were filthy because they were obviously sitting on the shelf for a very long time. Okay, and they were never used. I don't know how long they were sitting there for, but they were totally all covered in dust. Okay, but I have cleaned them up. Now, both of these did have a few damage. Did the chassis were damaged a bit, but I have fixed that up. Okay, and I'll show you that. Okay, so now this batten here, once it gets a Thomas& Betts, it's now Thomas& Betts, Legrand, Minitronics and Davis have identical designs. The difference really is just the branding. Okay, and that's my Minitronics one there. That's a triple one. Okay, but this is a double. Okay, so we'll take a look. Okay, so here's a close-up of the batten here. As you can see now, it is only a double tube. Now you might notice that this can be it has the hole in the center there for an extra lamp holder. That's because you can have this in a single tube or a double tube or a triple tube. Okay, but this is only a double tube. Okay, and on this end of the batten we have this little plug here. Okay, now that's plugs a hole for if you were to run a conduit through there. Okay, but if you're not using the hole, you plug it off with that. Okay, you might notice the chassis is a bit chipped out of it. Okay, that was part of the damage. Okay, but it's not compromising the seal or anything, so it's all right. Okay, I'll show you up here. I actually put a bit of sealant there because there was a crack there in the chassis there. Okay, but I fixed that up. It's got 6 stainless steel clips holding the diffuser on, of course. That's like the triple one. Now this is this batten is also available in the longer version as well, which will be an 18 watt LED. I don't have one in the longer version. I do have a single in the longer version, but not in the double. Okay, now this was originally an emergency fitting when I got it. Okay, but I ripped all the emergency gear out as I didn't want it. I just wanted this just to be 240 volt only. Okay, so that's what it is. So it's no longer an emergency batten. It's just 240 volt only. Okay, now there is a sticker in here that's one of the original stickers that came with the fitting. Okay, it says obviously they advise you just to use a Phillips, a GE or an NEC tube. The tubes that I have in there are LED. They're made by SAL. Okay, and the tubes that I have in there are cool white. Okay, now this batten is for LED tubes only, so there's no ballast or anything in it, so that's why I put that sticker on there. Okay, and it's also got those stickers on there. You can see we got a starter there and a starter there. Now this does also have an extra starter hole through it. That would be for if you're using it as a single tube or a triple. Okay, you'd use that. Okay, but this one is not in use, of course. So you can probably see the mains lead through there. Okay, now the Minitronics one didn't have that in the middle there, so the starter for the middle tube is actually underneath the plate. So to replace it, you got to take the plate off by undoing that and lifting the plate up. Okay, but this one here you don't have to; it's bored through. Okay, so there you go. Now the starter receptacles are not original. Okay, they're not the original starter receptacles. Those I just put in there. Originally the starter receptacles were attached to the lamp holders, but I didn't really like that, so I took those off and I just put some these type of receptacles in, and I actually got a whole box of these from New South Wales recently, and it's this type right here. Okay, so that's the type of starter receptacle that I use, and I got a whole box of them. As you can see there, I've got a bunch of them. Okay, it's good to have some extra spares. I wasn't expecting that many, but never mind. Okay, so there you go. So okay, I'll show you around the rest of the chassis. This is the back. There's nothing really interesting on the back except for some feet. Okay, so that's all that's on the back of the chassis. The other side is the same as this, except it doesn't have the switches. On this end of the batten, we have a cable lock, okay, to where the mains lead comes through. Okay, so that's where the mains power comes into the batten through there. Okay, but once again with these, you can run it in through the back. Okay, but yeah. Okay, well, we've got 2 switches on this because there's only 2 tubes. Okay, so we'll turn it on. Now, here we go. There we go. Now that's cool white. Okay, so they're 6,000 Kelvin tubes, so they're cool white. Okay, now that puts out a good amount of light as well, so if it's for a double tube batten. The triple tube batten puts out more because you've got 3 tubes. So this one here's only got 2 tubes. So this would be the equivalent of one of those, of a an 18 watt LED, because it's double the wattage, 9 watts per tube. Okay, so yeah, that puts out a good amount of light too. Now I do have coloured tubes that I can use in this as well. Okay, the weatherproof battens I use for more for wet days when it's raining or anything. That's what the weatherproof battens are for. Now with this one here, because it's got 2 tubes and 2 switches, I have 2 modes. Okay, this will be high and that will be low. Okay, so that's low. So if I want just one tube on, I can have just one tube on, or I can have both tubes on. Okay, so there's lots of different combinations. With a triple tube, you've got low, medium, and high. This one here, you just got low and high. That's all you have, or of course off. Okay, so yeah, so that's a double Thomas & Betts batten. Okay, very good batten. Okay, so now I've got 3 wide body weatherproof battens. I've got a single, a double, and a triple. Okay. Now this one here is a single as well. This is only a narrow body one, so that's made by Davis, but once again, it's the same design. Okay, Thomas & Betts do have a single narrow body available as well. Okay, so that is the Thomas & Betts double 9 watt LED weatherproof batten. Hope you enjoyed, and that'll be it.